Welcome back to Underway Drifting and Dreaming. I'm Jennifer. My husband Jim and I are overwintering into spring in Kemah, Texas. What are you doing today?
Chain management.
Chain management?
So, laying it back out, clean it one more time, redo our markings. I'm pretty impressed. At first I didn't like the zip ties, so I figured they would break off and plastic in the water, but these are 2 years and I've yet to have one break off. So they're easy to see, easy to mark.
So Jim just handed me up the Dyneema. I threaded it through. And now I have the chain sitting. He's going to go ahead and attach the Dyneema line to the boat. And it's 50 foot. And we measured a day. We thought we had 300 foot of chain, but actually it's 245 feet where the orange wire ties are on. That is 245 feet. So this gives us 250 and then 50 foot of Dyneema. Let me know when you're ready in the hole. Just tell me when to stop rolling. Jet flying over, getting the anchor rode. Jim's gonna scrub it down, getting the deck all cleaned off. The chain is measured, all ready for a wash down. The chain is 3/8 or 5/8?
3/8 chain.
3/8 chain, and the line is 7/8. And there's 300 foot of the anchor road. We are ready to get underway. Just gonna let Jim test the thrusters. Took all the lines off on the far side, and the fenders are up on the other side. We're gonna head over the pump out first. Jim turned on the generator so we can run that while we're underway. And just let it run. Jim's checking the thrusters, forward, reverse, just to make sure everything is set for underway. Check the thrusters here to make sure everything's working. That's the coolest thing ever, isn't it? All right, we're gonna go ahead and Jim has his headset on as well. It looks like an Aussie up there with his hat folded over to one side. All right, looks like you're clear. Behind us. pumping off here. We're gonna pump off and then head out to the shipping channel just to get some time on the engines, check everything. The generator's running. As you see, there's overboard discharge here. That is for the air condition. So Jim turned on the air condition, so we'll have air condition up on the pilot house. Running the generator, you want some type of load on it. And then over here you see water coming out, overboard discharge, and that is from the stabilizers. So it's not a big flow, it's just a trickle. And so that is cooling down the stabilizer oil. So we will finish this up. Oh, Jolly Roger's by himself back there. He does have the wings around his neck. Need him come up to bow. It's a very slow bell heading out of the marina. The air conditioning's on. It says 77 in here. Is this how we cruise now? Air conditioning on?
Yes, ma'am.
Are we getting a little bit soft?
I don't like to be sweaty.
I am drenched in sweat being outside working on the deck. So I'm gonna cool off a little bit and head out in the channel. Wind's blowing about 16 knots. A little bumpy. I'm gonna move the dog in a little bit. Everything checked out?
Looking good.
Alright, we're heading back in.
Stabilizers are working good. Engine is cool. Transmission is cool. Generators are good.
Got a lot of sailboats.
Hard left and right turns just to check the rudder, make sure there's no binding. Clean off some of the scum on the bottom.
I'm getting a little dizzy.
It is. This.
So you said something about transducers?
Yeah, this one is an old style transducer on it. It's been spliced. It's just been kind of all over the place. So this is also because we're making a hard turn, but it's just not accurate. Like when it's flashing, it means it's lost signal. This one is actually a little bit better today, but it's still also not accurate. So I think we're going to replace, they call it a cell pack, with take all those out, do a different transponder. I think we'll go with Garmin because then it'll be able to network.
Fantasy, outbound the Kima channel.
And then we're going to replace this transducer. So 2 new transducers.
1 minute.
And hopefully that'll alleviate a lot of our. It's like here you see the water temperature is 162 degrees. That's been doing that since
We
we
could
went
do
through
crawfish boil.
We could. Like when we went through that Chicago electric fence for fish, I think it zapped our transducer. Or maybe not.
No, I think it was before that, because it was up in Canada that had the strange temperatures too.
Alright, we'll do our figure 8. We'll head on back into Kima.
So we do have our stabilizers on. You can see how it's a little choppy with the sailboat coming out. Bows up, bow down. Spin around. change out my hat. Not because I wanted to change, because the wind took my hat. I was carrying the dog, and away it went. The dog was more important. That was my favorite orange hat. Take a look where we're at. Let's see if I can turn you around. Back inside, I'm getting the lines all ready. There's an old patrol boat. So the lines are all ready to go. I'm gonna drop the fenders over where the Coast Guard up ahead. Not sure what that horn was. Somebody getting underway, that's big. My job is to make sure this doesn't go in the water. Now are you 100% done with the anchor locker? Anchor chain?
Now I got the cover.
Oh.
Deal.
Alright. Both anchors are back on the boat. We have finished the major maintenance issue of rebuilding a compromised deck up on the bow. It was underneath the bow pulpit. So right underneath this aluminum platform here. And we worked on that for 3 months. We have both anchors back on board. Everything has been finished except a gasket for the windlass, and we're still waiting for that to come in the mail. They no longer make that gasket, so it has to be special ordered. So there's the windlass up there on the bow, and we're ordering a new line anchor rod. The chain thimble on that rod is all rusty, and so that has caused the line to be rust covered. So we're gonna go ahead and get that replaced, and we are getting set to head back out on the water. We want to take this time to thank you for watching our channel, clicking like and subscribing. Like I said, we will be back in less than 30 days, back underway. We have one more wedding to attend we need to fly off to, and we will bring you that when we are heading across the pond.